What's your favorite part about being a Power Ranger?
That's a good question too. My favorite part about being a Power Ranger, I think, is that it really gives you a sense of being on a team and working together as a team, which I think we need to look around in our world and try to develop that a little bit more. So that was probably one of the best aspects for me, is just always working together with other people. It's never up to one person, it's up to a group of people.
Amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate the question.
Hi there, my name is Dan.
I'm sorry, Dan?
Dan, yeah. I would just like to first thank you for enhancing my vocabulary as a child.
You're welcome. But that was the writers, not me, just so you know.
Well, was there. And my question would be, do you feel that you were able to do more when you were Power Rangers, or now with your influence as far as noble causes that you're involved with now? Do you feel like the fame was it more so then or now as far as your influence?
Well, obviously, I think the fame was much more so when we were on Power Rangers. The show, from the day that it aired, was crazy with fans. I mean, I can't even explain what that phenomenon was like. So, I think we had a lot of influence, and the producers did their best at that time to do public service announcements and write episodes around, I think there was one called Cleanup something. I think it was like episode number 5 or something like that. But cleaning up the environment. They always tried to do that, to encourage kids to work together as a team and all that kind of stuff. So I would have to say that the influence was much greater then. But obviously, with fans still like all you guys and the people that have found out about me, I'm glad that the organizations that I work with are benefiting from that. Like today, we're raising money to help kids. So again, I appreciate you guys doing that. All right.
Hey, David. My name is Ralph.
Hi, Ralph.
And first of all, I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Personally, honestly, you've been like my favorite ranger of all time. Like since I was little, me and my brother would pretend to play, and he would be the Red Ranger, and I'd always be the Blue Ranger and try to be Billy. And yeah, I just want to say thank you.
You're very welcome.
And my question is, from the show, how did you personally feel from being one of the main original Power Rangers to then being like another Alpha and Zero? Basically, you weren't a Ranger.
You mean when I was demoted?
Yeah.
I mean, it was, it's not the best. It was great being an original Power Ranger. It was great being part of the original cast and the second cast and going all the way to Zero. All of it was great for the most part. So getting demoted, though, it kind of sucks. And I remember the conversation with the one producer very well about how it was going to come about and all that. So, it's part of life, it's part of growing, and it's part of, I guess, what happens in Power Rangers for me. So I don't feel sad about it still, obviously, and I wasn't like overly upset about it, but it's not the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Let me give you a prize. Alright, so I'm going to give him episode number 3. This is my original shooting episode. Episode number 63, I'm sorry, is called Where in the World is Alpha? And it has a picture of the original cast, Amy Jo, Austin, Walter, Twee, and myself. And 3 original call sheets and my signature on the original script. Nice to meet you.
Well, 2 things. I was wondering if you could say your famous catchphrase, prodigious, or I forgot how you say it. And secondly, in the show you always portrayed as like an intelligent guy, right? So would you say that you drew some of your, like, from your real life, that your intelligence, like, were you always an intelligent person around other people and stuff like that?
Okay. So first part of your question, how prodigious? favorite line, I don't know if anyone's going to ask this, is like in the original pilot, I had to say a fully sentient, multifunctional automaton. And then the second part of your question was, am I really intelligent in real life? I would have to say no. So I was just an average student. Maybe I'm intelligent in different ways, but I'm not intelligent when it comes to book smarts or science or inventing things, like Billy was.
Right.
So Billy was a challenge for me, but he was definitely a great character to play. So thank you for your question. Nobody's asked me a stupid question yet. I want to give one away my bad prizes. All right. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine.
What's your first name?
My name is Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Forgive me, I do not have a question, but something that I wanted to say. Ever since Power Rangers aired in '93, and I was like 8 going on 9. Like, you know, out of all the Rangers that everyone was favoritizing over, my favorite was always Billy the Ranger. And honestly, I gotta tell you, this is 100% real. I've always believed in what Billy stood for and all his beliefs, and I've got to say, like, you know, I don't care, like, you know, what other people say. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to forgive me for that, but the point being is, you know, growing up, I mean, like, you know, I was struggling just like the character, like, you know, trying to become better and everything, and as I saw the character evolve, I felt this guy kept pushing himself, and he finally got to the ultimate goal of being a Power Ranger and being both physically strong up here and by the fist and by the way he fights. And honestly, I just want to say thank you very much for inspiring me to be the man that I am right now.
That's so sweet. Thank you very much. I did make a concerted effort to sort of take Billy from just being extremely smart to being a little bit more physical. I think if you really watch the show from beginning to end, when I left, whatever, you see Billy actually progress over the years and become an interesting man. At least I hope. So thank you again for that question. Okay, what's your name? I'm sorry.
Hello, my name is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
My question is regarding growing as an actor. Can you tell us about a personal experience or a lesson you learned from working on Power Rangers that you still carry with you to this day?
I think it sort of goes back to what I said before, and it's just really about, you know, working together as a unit and really not trying to do everything by myself. So relying on other people and realizing that it takes other people and realizing that it takes a team to really get things accomplished. So that's really what it was for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, David.
Hey, Luis?
Eli.
Say it again?
Eli.
Eli, I'm sorry.
2 days. Even though you weren't a Power Ranger in Zeo, even though I was watching it recently, you were still pretty badass in the command center.
Was that?
And I know you don't do many conventions, so I want to thank you for coming. I think everyone's really excited that you're here.
I'm very excited to be here.
I met you 2 years ago in New York, and I took a picture of us, and I wanted to give it to you.
You took a picture of us in New York? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you. Yeah, I know. I remember. Do you live in New York? So I just want to say thank you for traveling all the way to LA to come here. I appreciate that. Thank you all. I don't know where you guys came from in the country or the world, but thank you for traveling all this way to celebrate Power Rangers again. It's pretty amazing to me. So I genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Hi, my name is William, and I just wanted to make sure that you get appreciation from all of us, and specifically from me, because Power Rangers has always been just that much important to me. from a family standpoint, because when my parents divorced and I moved to Puerto Rico, that was the only show that was in English. All the other shows was in English subtitles and I couldn't read. And I remember watching Power Rangers and just being able to quickly symbolize and acknowledge, like, he, though not the same color of my skin, is a stereotype that the world sees nerds or smart people. Looking on the show, 20 plus years now, what kind of legacy do you think that you've left, not only for television, but for children's programming, but later on coming out and being homosexual, me being bisexual personally? How do you think you left a legacy for people to be able to outreach, use their tools efficiently, and maybe get the support that they ultimately need so they don't have to turn to violence and suicide, drugs and alcohol? What kind of legacy do you believe that you've left behind in a children's program?
Well, I still think I have a long ways to go before I leave any kind of a legacy behind, and I hope that I can continue to just raise awareness. Whatever your beliefs are about homosexuality, I don't know. I hope that you are starting to see more and more that gay people are just normal people too, and we do have the right to marry, I hope. And for me, the majority of my battle was a religious battle, and I really feel bad for a lot of teenagers that have to sit in church still and listen to their pastors like Joel Osteen or Pat Robertson or the Michelle and Marcus Bachmans of this world, who still believe in some form of conversion therapy or think that being gay is a sin and all that. I worry about those kids because they're being told that they're bad and they're being told that they're wrong, and it's just absolutely not true. And so the fact that we still hear kids committing suicide is very upsetting to me. I'm sorry. And so, it really hurts my heart. So I know that every day that I hear about a kid committing suicide because he's gay, I know I have a lot more work to do. So, thank you for that question.
I'm Jeremy.
Nice to meet you, Jeremy.
And I actually just broke my leg in 2 places, tibia and tibia, and when I was in a wheelchair for 2 months.
Wow.
And moved for a month. And when I saw you were on the list, that made me very happy. So it made me pull through that too.
So you healed faster?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very much.
Good.
And usually this kind of break is a 6 months recovery. I recovered in 3, happened in a day.
Wow. That's impressive. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your walking looks fine.
Yeah.
So do you have to go to physical therapy?
No.
No? You're done. Very good. Do you have a question other than that?
Yeah. I just wanted to say thank you for being here.
You're very welcome.
Since I've met most of the guests previously, I wouldn't really come. But since you came and I have good stuff to sign, it made me really get access.
Great. I'm glad to hear that, and I'll be happy to sign what you want me to sign for you afterwards.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing good. My name is Chris. I just wanted to say, first of all, when I was a little kid, you wouldn't know it now, but I was exceptionally smart in school, book smart and everything. So I would always feel very self-conscious about that. And your character, Billy, he always said, when he came in, he pretty much came in, saved the day with his new invention or anything like that. It made me feel that, there is a place for the smart guy. There is a place for people that, don't necessarily have the upper body strength or anything like that, but they use their heads instead of their bodies to do so. So it really helped me as a little kid. Also, most recently, it really made me gain a lot of respect for David Yost as a person. That what you've gone through and how you've been able to just survive and everything like that. It's just thank you very much for being you, and you're a great inspiration to us all.